All right, boys and girls, the last video, I was pretending to think that you could hear me. I wasn't really pretending, I was believing that you could hear me, and now I know what's true. You couldn't hear me. There was no way that you could hear what I had to say, even if you could hear it, because the things I have said are for very few ears. Truly. I speak this way, hold my ground on my thoughts, the only way to say it, and people do not understand me. Now, why is this?
Well, there's a good reason, I know.
I don't know what you can see right now, but the road is dark, but the road is light by technologies that take you by the bright lights. Yes, you see the bright lights. Oh, yes, you see all the bright lights. Let's turn it on me.
Oh, no, I don't have any more light on me, even if they're far away. Look, can't see me.
Until they get close. All right, so we're going to view them until they get close, so you can see me. Here we go. There I am. That's all you get from all that light that bothers your eyes. That's very unnatural. We deeply desire not to ever use it. Never, ever use it. Fuse it, baby. Fuse it. Got cars coming behind me and lights on the side of the house there. With this car, gave me a little while longer so you could see my face.
Here I come again, Mom. See me? Look,
I'm on television. Don't we all, like this, just want to be seen?
Oh, Mom, get me again. I want to be on TV, on YouTube.
All right, YouTube's for me too, Bobby. Bobby Costa, let's get you on YouTube. Listen to this, guys. I'm gonna definitely post this. My brother-in-law, Bobby Costa.
I've got a nice character for you, Bob.
Listen to this, boys and girls. A long time ago, there was a little boy. He ran around with a toy.
What kind of toy?
Well, it was called Mr. Jock. Jock, the kicker. Yes, I'm the boy, and this is the character is Bob Costa. He's telling you about the little boy. The little boy with the super jock. It's me, Uncle Ernest.
Yeah, I was an uncle when I was 5 years old. I had a slew of people I was responsible for, and I started taking care of them like a mama.
Because I only knew how to take care of you like a mama, because my mama took care of me. I didn't have a father, so I didn't know. So I was a mama daddy since I was 5 years old. I was a mama daddy. Why? You a mama daddy, ain't you? You need some mama daddy too, don't you?
I got mama daddy written all over you.
You look good to me, girl. You could be a mama daddy for me.
Come on, Miles. Let's see if we don't go to church.
All right. So we got a bunch of cars.
With a bunch of light, Mom.
Why do they have it tonight?
Because it's the day after Halloween. They're getting ready for Thanksgiving turkey. And they want to take some huge steps toward the Jamaican Ginger Man.
When he pops up his little screen, Mommy.
Mom, the Jamaican Ginger Man wants to pop up his screen, Mom.
So that boy in that truck, he looked at me sideways. We just gonna make a note of it.
All right, we're making a note of it, dog.
We got some extra time, so we're gonna chase him. Let's go.
Come on, Mom. We want to see who he is and what neighborhood he's going into, because that truck don't look like it works in here, but I'm going to find out.
Cat stared right at me. Came right here at this time as if he pulled out back there. Promise you. Let's check it. Let's roll. Well, the reason I do this, y'all know, love you. I have sat with all the boys. Whole lots of boys. So we got one right there checking me. I know they're driving like they're checking. So I just walked down this road to follow that truck to see what kind of road it was and where it went, get a good feel of the neighborhood. Because when I have somebody like that and that kind of truck, it was an old jalopy, painted, scratched. But you know what? It looked cool, like a real hippie truck. But the boy, he was playing me. He was rolling his truck right at me. He saw me up here. He saw me, but he's getting in the bike lane, see? See the bike lane? Bike lane ain't for trucks. But that boy come rolling down like this car, and we can move over, but still, they gotta see it. They gotta see it. Because I'm gonna keep on this route. I'm staying on this route. No, I'm going off. All right, it's my tree right here. Why is it my tree? Because I think about it a lot. I had 2 trees in my life. This one, they represent people, is outside of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And I am right now. And we're recording under the street light. No, it's not a street, it's parking lot light. In our parking lot. In our parking lot. I'm just a small part of the hour. 17 million people share this parking lot, and everybody on the earth can share this parking lot with us. I'd like you to do that in your hometown, or in your traveling when you're away from home. Come into a Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It's not Jehovah's Witnesses. People get confused with a lot of different religions today. There is only one true religion, and that is to visit the fatherless and the widows in their affliction. That's true religion. And there is only one church, the Church of Jesus Christ. And since we are Latter-day Saints, all of us, this is the church of Latter-day Saints who have given themselves completely to God as a total disciple of His with nothing that they have that is theirs. They don't own anything, not their shipments from FedEx, like that wonderful little delivery boy. Nothing that man has at the top of the hill where those houses have a great view of all the lights and the whole San Francisco peninsula, all the way up to San Francisco, and the water that oozes down into the bay at the southern portion of the San Francisco Bay. And it is muy bueno, great place to live for people, but it's way too busy for me. I could only come in here to work a day at a time. That's it, a day at a time. And that day here would only involve 6 hours. And so for those of you watching, I would be here in the morning at 5 a.m. I would treat a gym crew, and I would be gone by 3 o'clock. And so that is more than 8 hours, right? So anyhow, I would gather in definitively over $80,000 with a small investment from people here of, let's say, $50,000. Small investment for a faithful brother to get moving. $50,000. I'd be safe to say that I would create a movement work that would bring in $80,000 within the calendar year. And if we go further and we start a humongous school that I would like to start, we would be able to look at all the houses around. And Uncle Ernest could buy a house. I have the system for education, and I will continue the system for education. And I'll be out here a little while. I'm not going into the church because this guy at his house over here is hanging out too. So we're both going to hang out. He can hang out, and I'll hang out. I think we got the camera on him right now. So, you know, I've had a lot of character defamation in this community, and I'm not going to sit under the street light of my church and have a problem while I wait on my bishop. This is where I'm recording. And I choose to sit here and record along the road, and they're not going to play their fear games and call the police on you because it's suspicious behavior. You know, that's the kind of bullshit that we're dealing with today. You can't go into public and you can't record a video at 7 o'clock at night. 7 o'clock at night. It's not 9:30. It's not 10:30. Why don't they consider the hoodlums that are rolling up and down the street here, you know, with firearms in their car, okay, that are rich people's kids that are coming down to gangbang somewhere just to earn a higher level. Now, those are Gadianton robbers. We don't condemn you, but Jesus Christ condemns your sin, and so do we. And everybody would condemn killing. Condemn it. You know, you go to jail, if you kill, you will be killed. I'm serious. You'll miss your spiritual opportunities in heaven from God. They'll be dead. You got to come to grips with that. That you will lose your spiritual relationship with Jesus Christ. In the heavens, the promise that he has for you to become his children and to walk and work with him consistently, overall, every day, and watching your surroundings and people who deeply desire to cut you down. So I'm going to stay here for a second longer. And then we're gone. You know why? One reason is these people stink. You can smell them from a mile away. Yeah, they stink. I stink right now too. But certain people around here really stink. And the road to recovery is a long, long way off. And so that house is so beautiful. It has such the great stuff over there that everybody would love it. See? Everybody loves it. I mean, this is the pad. That guy's space is so beautiful. And so, but you don't come out and put a hard-on to somebody that's recording over here. That's just the way I feel, guys. And I could feel his hard-on. It's like, hey, I'm here. Who are you? What are you doing? This is the kind of bullcrap that's happened because of COVID and 911. All the continued fear. And we'll just take a little bit more picture, a little while longer. See if homie is going to be over there, because we know we love him at this church. And we want him to come and play. We want to play basketball at his house after church a little bit. Hope so. I'm serious. I mean, we're right here. He's right next to us. At least he could hear and see the memory of what we said to him every day he came home. Those are the kind of things that I'm in for. That's why I work with people. That's why I help you right now as a coach. So once we get into a clinic, we'll bring more into your world to help you move, which will help us all. Because I need to teach you left rotation, right rotation, flexion, extension, abduction. So here we are. This is the house of God. It is. So let's walk around it a little bit. Talk some more. We've got some time. That God brings us to celebrate him, to meet with him, to share our love and our life with him. It's a little dirty around here every now and then. We have a post here that we'd like to clean up. Inside, there's filthy things because it's been open. I'm sure youth put garbage in there. We gotta stop this. All right. Well, it's a good place for it, they would say. Who's responsible for cleaning it up? Did you who put it in there clean it up? Well, I think it's about time that some of you come to honesty, get outside and clean up what you know you have done. And let us not see tomato. This is my video for everybody, so bless us. This is beautiful. We'll get more of these in a little bit. Wonderful. Can you believe the light is ruining? Can't even see me. I can't record. Look at that. The camera won't even record. It's like angels in here, huh? Think so? It's that bright. Covering with glory. This is my camera. Look. There's my water. The camera is stunned. Can't operate properly. This is the best water in the world. No time soon. Except now, to feel more of the angelic presence of the Almighty. In this house.
I'm not lying to you.
He says, you're safe, Ernest. Come unto me, all you who are weary. And heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Your mind, but you want me to stop kissing my wife? No, you don't get that. So you can't stop me from drinking a gallon of water out of this fountain right now. So God knows, and He's here today. I know this for a fact. And He's catching you on camera, Ernest, while His Shekinah glory is bouncing off the walls in this corner of the house right now. It's good you don't even see my eyes. And my bad eye, it's as if it isn't even there. That's how much God desires me to know Him. Now, this side of my face is what I saw in the sky, but with sunglasses on so you could see their face and their shape. They wore clothing. They were men walking through the sky looking at me. Looked just like my face does right now. When I was 5 years old, I saw this vision. A day vision of the reality that was in the sky. I know they were there. It was physical. It's a very quiet day. They walked out of the clouds with sunglasses on. And I could see they weren't talking. No. They didn't have nose holes. This was all light. And God has done this for you and for me today. To be able to tell you of His miracles that He did for me when I was 5, just like this, I saw. And I'm not doing anything to my phone but just recording. I saw 2 men walk through with sunglasses on. I couldn't see. They had top hats on. Anything. No eyes, no mouth opening. Just sunglasses on. And a suit and a tie and a white shirt. When I was 5 years old. And I deeply desire to be in the glory, the Shekinah glory of God. Deeply desire to be in it more. Some of it is left and now you see me.
I want more, Jesus.
I just gotta hold the camera back. Now you could say this is a very poor camera, or you could say there's a lot of light in this room right now, and I believe there's never been a camera that does this. If it does this because it's such a sucky camera, then let's invite the presence of God in here like when I was little. God, please come again. So sometimes I could talk too much, and the presence of God leaves. But I believe I'll stop now and see what we can get in another area and drink some more in a little bit. But I know that the walls are very white in here, but this is the house of God, and we had no problem before this until we took the missionaries' picture. And I didn't know if you could see them before, and I don't know now because I'm on the reverse screen and it doesn't take good pictures. So, if you connect to people, that's one thing. But if you connect to the Father, it's your intimate experience with Him. Jesus and He are water to you, for you. God is the ground to you, with water that grows and makes miracles. The Heavenly Father would be the ground in this initiation ratio of what Jesus and Him are. God would be the ground and Jesus would be the water. The ground contains the water. And that's the Father contained His Son. It's in every man. And that's what happens here in this church. And that's why it's sacred as can be. And there isn't a greater experience in any church of the sacredness that God has. You can't even see this camera. It's picking up so much light in here. Okay, so I was 5 years old, and just like you saw my face, like the light behind me is beaming in here so deeply. I know it's giving you a headache for me to focus on the light. Let me tell you the story. Are these two beings walking through the sky? I'm laying on the ground, just like this. I'm going to sit here. Okay. Wait for Bishop. And I am going to take my shoes off because I walked a long way. About 3 miles. Here, and before that I walked like 8 miles. All over town to the police station and back and all over, doing the work of God. Being a medical missionary. Teaching the police and the 911 callers how to operate. Because you call your local police after you called the FBI, like the FBI asks you to. I mean, months later. And then what I'm dealing with on top of it is multifaceted different people I'm helping go to the FBI, go to the news. I'm helping people go to the FBI, to the news, for that's what they asked me to do, okay? They didn't ask me to go to the FBI. They have already gone to the FBI, supposedly. I got to call you right now.